As you can see, I tried to put a lot of red in this video because, you know, gotta get that Gryffindor rep in. I don't know. I tried, okay? I tried. Hi, my name is Jess, and today I'm going to be talking about book recommendations for one of the Hogwarts houses, aka the main Hogwarts house that everyone friggin' talks about and remembers Harry Potter for. Gryffindor! Gryffindor is actually my least favourite house, I'm going to say. Out of all of them, I myself am a Hufflepuff. Gryffindor is my least favourite house purely because I think Harry Potter is kind of a dickhead, and if I went to Hogwarts myself, then I would hate them all. Like, well, not all of them, obviously. I'm a Hufflepuff, I love everyone, but they would sincerely piss me off. So today I'm going to be talking about book recommendations for Gryffindors. So the first Gryffindor themed book that I want to talk about is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. Eleanor Park is set in 1986, so it's got this really cool sort of retro vibe to it, but at the same time it's not so much set in this time that you can't relate to it nowadays. It just has a lot of old comic book references, it has a lot of old music references that I think a lot of people would really like, and it's about this girl called Eleanor from a pretty harsh family background that's just moved back home after being away for a year into a new school, and on the first day she sits next to this kid on the bus named Park. Park has always had his head down, but Eleanor attracts a lot of attention, and after sitting together on the bus they start to sit together every day, and through a love of comic books and music they start to talk, and it is a romance, which you wouldn't really expect for a Gryffindor book. But the reason I'm putting this book, or saying it's for Gryffindors, is because of Eleanor. She is such a Gryffindor. It's even described that she has like red hair, and obviously every book that I'm going to talk about today is going to have some element of red on it. Eleanor is such a Gryffindor. Park, I would say, would like to be a Gryffindor, but he's not really. But Eleanor absolutely is. She also has some hints of Slytherin as well, but just the way they match together as a couple is very sort of, it's quite passionate, it's quite like fiery, they argue sometimes, and it's sort of hot-headed, and I just think it would be great for Gryffindors to read because it is exciting, even though it's a plain old, you know, contemporary YA romance. My first recommendation for Gryffindors is Eleanor Park. The second book recommendation for Gryffindors I'm going to give is something that I've already spoken about on this channel, even though I've literally only made one other video. The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater. It's obviously Gryffindor colours, and the reason I'm putting this in here is because of the main character also. I think Puck, who is the main character of this book, is such a Gryffindor. She would do anything for her family. She loves to sort of stick up for herself and her values, and she wants to prove herself to all these men in the village. Don't know, the Scorpio Races is about a island that races these water horses that wash up onto the shore every year. The natives of the island catch them, train them and race them, and Puck is a young girl whose family is sort of in trouble money-wise, so she enters the race to win the prize money. The danger of the horses and the race is such a Gryffindor like feeling to me. It gets your heart racing. So I really like this book, and I would say it would be a great read for any Gryffindor that is looking for a bit more of a adventure within their romance. The third book that I'm going to recommend for the Gryffindors out there, Sisters Red by Jackson Pierce, and obviously it's got red on it. I can't help myself with the colours, okay? It's about two sisters called Skull and Rosie, who, when they were younger, their family was attacked and they were orphaned because of the attack of a werewolf, and ever since then they have teamed up and sort of lived together and grown together and trained to kill werewolves. I'd say it's like a very Twilighty feel book. Like, I got into this in my Twilight phase, or at the very end of my Twilight phase, I'm gonna say. Again, the sense of danger and the romance is very passionate and dangerous, and it's all about fighting for justice and for your family, and that is what Gryffindor is all about. When I was looking at my bookshelf, this just stood out to me as a Gryffindor book. The final book that I'm going to be talking about is another one that I spoke about in my last video. It is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. Ready Player One is set in 2044. So it's set about 30 years in the future, and in this dystopian future, everything's sort of gone to shit. Like, all the cities are overrun, crowded slums, and everything is a bit crap. Everyone's poor, energy crisis, all that stuff that we expect to happen. And in this dystopian world, a simulation has been created by someone called James Halliday, and he created a game called The Oasis, where it's fully immersive and you can live out your entire life within this game. At the beginning of the book, James Halliday passes away and he leaves his entire fortune and ownership of the Oasis to the person that can solve 3 clues and quests. 5 years after Halliday's death, no one's found the egg yet. The main character, Wade, solves the first clue, which has not been done by anyone before. The reason I'm putting this book in this video is because, first of all, Wade is absolutely a Gryffindor. Nothing you can tell me is going to say otherwise. It's very common for Gryffindors to be protagonists in books, but I think he definitely is. He cares so much about his friends that he meets along the way, and the fact that he wants them to get justice as well. The sense of adventure in this book is so huge, and it's all about the quest, which is also a really Gryffindor thing, you know, going on journeys, finding yourself and all that crap. So that's it for my book recommendations for people in Gryffindor. If you want to see more of my book recommendations of houses, I mean, I could even do like music and TV shows and films recommendations for the houses, which I'm sort of thinking about at the minute. If you want to see more about that, let me know, and in the comments let me know what your Hogwarts house is. And thanks for watching. Bye!